Hi, it's Logan. I hope you're doing well. I get a lot of questions from people who think that I'm still in Japan, and it makes sense because some of my most popular videos are about when I lived in Japan. But actually, I've been back in the US for over a year now. So I wanted to talk to you about why I went to Japan and how I decided to leave Japan. So I was in the JET program, which is a program to teach English in Japan. I was there from August 2018 to 2019. There is no way to tell this story without talking about food. The truth is, I made this decision how I make a lot of my decisions, which is with my stomach. It's all about food. So I have lived in the San Francisco Bay Area my whole life, and one thing that's really great about the Bay Area is all of the food. There's like so much diversity in food from all different countries, and that's one thing that I really appreciate about living here. But one day I had a question in my mind. I was like, what would it be like if I lived somewhere where there weren't good tacos or pizza? So I had this idea that I wanted to try living in a different culture, not just like a different city, but a different country. Yeah, so it was kind of like my version of study abroad. I never really got to study abroad in college, so I decided to take a year to teach English in Japan. And the other reason that I wanted to go to Japan is because I studied Japanese in college for a year, and I wanted to improve my Japanese skills. So I thought, what better way to practice Japanese than to try living there? I had also visited Japan before for vacation, and I really liked Japan in general. So, oh, and also travel. I wanted to travel more, and I knew that living in Japan I would be able to travel all around Japan and also maybe visit some other countries. So that was why I went to Japan. And then how it works for the JET program, which is the specific program that sent me to Japan, is that it's a one-year contract and they send you to a random place in Japan. You don't really have a say in where you get to go. So I ended up going to Tsushima, which is a rural island that's technically closer to Korea than Japan. And it was a one-year contract, but you're able to extend the contract once you get there, and you can stay for up to 5 years. But the thing is that you have to decide in like December or January if you want to extend your contract for the next year. So I got to Japan in August, and then like 3 months later is when they ask you if you want to recontract. So it can be a difficult decision because because I was only there for 3 months, and I had to decide if I wanted to stay another year on top of the year that I was going to be there. But I was still like getting used to living there. So it can be a difficult decision for a lot of people in the JET program. So personally for me, the way that I went about making that decision was thinking about why I came to Japan in the first place, what my goals were, and did I reach my goals? Did I think that I would need another year to reach my goals? And just like, what was it like living there in general? And overall, it was a great experience. I learned a lot, and just like experiencing life in a different place and a different culture was really good for me. So yeah, living somewhere without good tacos and good pizza was actually a really great experience. And of course, the food in Japan was like really good too. I really liked eating the school lunch, and the sushi on the island that I was living on was really good. I wasn't really like that much of a sushi person, but the sushi specifically there was really fresh and it was really good. They also had good soba noodles there. I like that. Overall, like, I really liked experiencing life in the schools in Japan, since it's pretty different than what I experienced when I was in school in America. And just like being in the teacher's room, sitting there, and being in the classroom, meeting all the students, and in general meeting the people in Tsushima, talking to my taxi driver who drove me to school every day. Those were some of my favorite parts of being there. Plus, I got to travel to different places in Japan, and I also got to visit Korea and Hong Kong. So my travel goals were being met. So I'm like, overall, I was really glad that I came to Tsushima and that I did the JET program. But I did decide from the beginning that I probably only wanted to stay for 1 year. And like, one of the reasons was for my career. So teaching English in Japan isn't really a career. For a lot of people, for the JET program, you have to leave after 5 years. And I didn't want to be a teacher in Japan long term, so I wanted to get back to my career and focus on that. Besides that, I had a boyfriend, or I have a boyfriend, so I was in a long distance relationship for that year, and I didn't really want to do more than 1 year of long distance. Other than that, like, there were a lot of really great things about being there, but it wasn't perfect. Like school could be, after a while, it gets like a little bit boring. I mean, it's a job. It's just like any other job, I would say. And I didn't have that many classes, so I spent a lot of time sitting in the teacher's room with not that much to do, which could be a pro or a con, depending on what you want out of your job. So considering the pros and the cons of being there, I did decide to leave after 1 year. And saying goodbye was really sad. I was so grateful for all the people that I met in Tsushima and all the students. They made me like thank you gifts and cards and like pictures. They wrote things for me when I left, and it was so sweet. But I came home, came back to the US, I ate my pizza and tacos, and I was like, okay, I'm ready to go back to Japan again. Just kidding. So, I mean, I haven't been back to Japan yet, but I really want to travel again once the pandemic is over. I want to visit Japan, and I'm open to living there again. Like, if it was a city, I want to try living in a city this time, but I don't have any plans for that. I think for now I'll be here in the San Francisco Bay Area, but I miss Japan all the time, and I'm so excited when I get to visit again. Yeah, so that's basically my journey of how I decided to go to Japan and what it was like there and why I decided to leave. And at its core, it's a story of food, tacos, pizza, Japanese school lunch, and sushi. So thank you so much for listening, and thanks for sticking around to my channel if you've been here for a while. I haven't been posting that much, but I'm really grateful, and I've read all of the comments recently, so thank you so much, and I hope you're doing well during this time. Thanks for watching this video. Remember to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. See you next time.